Welcome to the second video where I go through all the cards that came in Dungeoneer Den of the Wererats. So in the first video I went through all of the adventure cards, and in this video I'm going to go through all of the quest cards, hero cards, map cards, and the miscellaneous ones that come in the set. So I'm going to start with the quest. There's 7 quests in this set, and the first one is Divine the Holy Symbol, and it's a chance quest. And there's the holy symbol right there. It's pretty cool looking. Okay, now to find the quest, you actually have to search and find it. You need to roll a 7 or better while on any urban space, adding +1 to your roll for each space you are from the nearest entrance. And each search attempt uses 1 movement point. So when you're successful and you find it, then you get to move on to try to complete the quest. To complete it, you roll 4 dice and get no duplicates. That's why it's called chance. Now you can pay 2 glory points before rolling to remove 1 die for 1 attempt. Each additional attempt per turn uses 1 movement point. So you're going to be rolling at least 3 dice. But by doing that, you do increase your chances of not getting duplicates. So while this is in play, announce that all demons have +1 to magic attacks. Alright? The divine symbol of Omniscience is hidden from the eyes of unbelievers. That's what I've heard. Now, when you complete it, as a reward, you're going to gain 1 hero level. You're going to gain 2 glory points and recover 1 wound. Okay, the next quest type is the escort quest, and there are 2 of them in this set. The first one is Free Durik, and there he is right there. So you're going to go to the Wererat lair, and while you're there, you're going to place a token on this quest card to represent Durik. To complete the quest, you go to the Temple of Omniscience and discard the token, and that's it. But while there's a token on this card, vermin and counter monsters have +1 to all attacks on your hero. So you have to let all the other players know that. Durik is the High Priest of Omniscience. There he is. Somehow he ended up in the Wererat lair. I don't know if he was kidnapped or he just got lost, but anyway. It is your job to get him back to the temple. Now when you are successful and you complete this, you're going to gain 1 heroic level, 2 glory points, and recover 1 wound. Now the other escort quest you can do is rescue Lily, and there she is right there. Looks like she's in distress. Now you're going to find her in Thieves' Alley, and she's going to want to go back to the Inn of the Wily Wench. And the inn is the entrance card for this set, which we'll see here soon. Okay, while your hero is in Thieves' Alley, place a token on this quest card to represent Lily. To complete the quest, discard the token while at the Inn of the Wily Wench. Now you have to let the other players know that your hero has -1 to melee combat while there's a token on this quest card. Our serving wench Lily is missing, and we're thirsty. So that's why she needs to get back to the inn. Now when you get her back there safely and you complete this quest, you're going to gain a heroic level, 2 glory points, and recover 1 wound. The next quest is Purchase the Dark Saber. And this is a sacrifice quest, and there is the Dark Saber. Very, very awesome. I like that. Okay, so you're going to need to go to the Garden of Shadows, and to complete the quest, you're either going to just pay 1 wound, take 1 wound, or pay 6 glory points. And that's it. Now, notice, instead of the typical reward down here, what happens is you turn this card upside down. You can tuck it underneath your hero card or whatever, and they're going to get this permanent +3 bonus to melee combat for the rest of the game. So this is known as an artifact. And there haven't been too many in all the sets. But that is what this is. So let's go ahead and read the flavor text. The Dark Wizards will pay a great price for the blood of heroes. Yep. Okay. Now the next quest type, and there are 2 of them, is the Slay. So the first one is Bounty on the Paramour. There's the Paramour right there. So to complete the quest, you defeat the Paramour while at the outskirts hideaway. So basically you just go to that location and defeat this guy. Now he is a humanoid monster, or well, a humanoid person, and he's going to be fighting melee. He gets a +2 bonus. And if he has a successful attack, he's going to inflict 1 wound. He has 1 hit point. The governor has put a high price on the Paramour's head for romancing his sister, and his wife, and her sister, and ... So there he is. And when you successfully defeat him, you're going to gain a level, 2 glory points, and recover 1 wound. Now the other Slay quest, Slay the Hideous Rat Beast. And there's what he looks like. Look at those eyes. He's got like electric smoke coming out of his eyes. Okay, so you're going to have to find him first. So to complete the quest, defeat the Hideous Rat Beast, but to find him, you need to roll a 7 or better in any urban space. So he will only be in the city. And you get a +1 for each space you are from the nearest entrance. So the farther away you are from the entrance, the better chance you have at finding him. So yeah, he likes those dark spaces way out on the outskirts of town. Each turn requires a new search, and each search attempt uses 1 movement point. So if you do get a 7 or better when you're searching, you have found him, then you must defeat him. He's a vermin type monster. He's going to use magic, and he gets a +2 bonus. And if he's successful, he's going to inflict 1 wound, and he has 1 hit point. Is this the mother of Wererats? That could be. And once you defeat the Hideous Rat Beast, the quest is complete, and you gain 1 heroic level, 2 glory points, and recover 1 wound. The final quest in this set is Impress the Guild, and it's a threat quest. That's what this looks like. Okay, so to complete the quest, you overcome a speed threat of 6 while in Thieves' Alley. So the first attempt is going to be free, but each additional attempt uses 1 movement point. So that's pretty straightforward. But if you attempt that and you fail, you're going to lose 1 wound, or you're going to be tipped. The Thieves Guild puts initiates through elaborate traps, and that's what you're doing, just proving yourself to the guild. If you complete it, then you're going to gain a heroic level, 2 glory points, and recover 1 wound. Alright, so those are the 7 quests. Now we're going to go over the heroes that came in this set. Now, as I said in last video, there were 3 instead of 6, which come in the bigger sets. So the first one is Belle Brewspirits, and there she is. She's the human alchemist. Okay, and she has 6 hit points. She can have a maximum of 2 treasure cards and 3 boon cards in inventory. And her special ability is to brew potions. On your turn, you may pay 3 glory to take 1 potion from the discard pile and put it in your hand. You can only do that once per turn. Now in this set, there was only 1 potion that came with it, but there have been other potions in the other sets. So I guess if you're going to play her, you may want to grab those other potions to really make use of her special ability. Okay, so that's the first hero in this set. The second one, we have Durin Iron Thumb. He is a dwarf guard. We've seen him appear on many of the other cards in the last video, in the adventure cards, as did the alchemist and the thief that's coming up. Okay, he starts with 6 hit points. He can have a maximum of 3 treasure cards and 2 boon cards in inventory at once. And his special ability is Vermin Halt. Perfect city for him then, with all the vermin. Pay 1 glory equal to the, or pay glory equal to the peril value of 1 vermin monster attacking you. That vermin returns to its player's hand or pack, and you can do that once per turn. So all he does is just kind of, and it scares them and they run away. Okay, so that was hero number 2. The third hero is Sela Shadow Knife. There she is. She's a Darkling Thief. She's got her leathers on. She's got her daggers. Okay, she starts with 6 hit points. She can have a maximum of 3 treasure cards and 2 boon cards in inventory. Her special ability is Streetwise. I really love this ability. If you are on an urban space at the end of your turn, you draw and keep 1 additional card during your discard and draw phase. So she's great for this set because there's so many urban spaces. I don't know if she would do very well in one of the other sets, especially down in a dungeon. Yeah, you probably want to keep her out in the wilderness. Okay, so those are the 3 heroes that came in the set. Move. Okay, now we're going to move on to map cards. Every set has this entrance card. That's what that symbol is. And every entrance card, you gain 1 peril and 1 glory for going here. In this case, it's the Inn of the Wily Witch. All 4 sides are open. And it says, start here. You may not initiate a challenge on a hero here. You may pay 2 glory to discard 1 personal heroic quest and draw 1 new one. So this is a site, and it is an urban type of a terrain, which it also says it up there. So that is the typical starting space. And let's take a look at that inn. Inn of the Wily Winch. It even says it right there. Wow. Great detail. Okay. So now when you're setting up the map, during setup for a game, you attach roads to each of these 4 sides. So let's take a look at the different roads that come in this set. So first of all, we have the Bend. Now this costs 2 peril, 1 glory. It is urban type, and the top and right are closed off to walls, so you can only do the left and the bottom. Now this A is something new for this set. Those are the sewers. So there is another map card somewhere in this set that has another A. And as you're building the map, or as you're traveling along the map, you can spend 1 movement point to go from this A to wherever the other A is. Whether it's next, whether it's adjacent or at the very opposite end. It just costs 1 movement point. I really like that. That's cool. The next road, we've got the Crossroads, and it costs 2 peril, 1 glory, and all the sides are, you get 2 peril, 1 glory for going here. All the sides are open. It is urban type. You can see the cobblestone road and everything. In fact, there are 2 crossroads. The only difference is this one has the second A, so the second sewer. Okay. Then the next one is the Crossway. 2 peril, 1 glory for going there. It is urban type. The right is walled off by this building here. That's pretty cool. Anyway, the Crossway, the other 3 are open, and you will see that this is the second sewer, the B sewer. So wherever the other B is, you can travel there for 1 movement point. In fact, let's take a look at the Way. This is the final road card, and it is the one that has the other B for the second sewer. You get 2 peril, 1 glory for traveling here. Can't go at the top or bottom, only the sides, and it is urban type. So those are all the roads. Now let's take a look at the sites that you can visit. Okay, the first one is the Garden of Shadows. You get 4 peril, 3 glory, and this is a forest type. So it's not urban. This is a little ways outside of the city. Man, look at that. That's awesome. Okay, the sides are blocked. You can only go in the top and bottom, and they are locked. So you will have to try to pick a lock to leave the garden. All monsters, or all encounters, have +1 magic here. Alright, so that's the first site. The second one is the Outskirts Hideaway. And you get 4 peril, 3 glory. Now, notice all the 3 sides are blocked. You can only enter and exit on this one side. That's kind of what makes it on the outskirts. It's a hideaway. Anyway. And it's out in the mountains. So this is also out of town. While here, you may pay any number of glory on your turn to discard that many peril. So that's a pretty neat ability. All right. And that's what there's a little cabin there. That's the hideaway. Yeah, pretty neat. Okay. Temple of Omnissus. When you go here, you get 2 peril, 2 glory. All the sides are open. It is an urban type of location. Now, when you pay 1 movement and 1 glory, your hero recovers 1 wound. You can do that once per turn. So every set has a card like this, a place where you can go and heal. And that is the Temple of Omnissus. Another site is Thieves' Alley. When you go here, you get 4 peril and 3 glory. Top and bottom are closed. And to get out of the sides, you're going to have to get around the trap. Target a hero and pay any number of glory. Target hero must overcome speed threat of that number that you spent, or you take one of their treasure cards from the inventory and put it in yours. A little pickpocketing going on. It's an urban type location, and yeah, I can just imagine. I'd say the chances are pretty high of an attempted pickpocket down that thing. Okay, now the final site in this set is, of course, the Wererat Lair. And when you go here, you're going to get 4 peril and 3 glory. The top and left side are blocked, so you have to enter from the right or the bottom. And to get out, you're going to either have to pick a lock or pick a trap, or disarm a trap. Now, this is an urban type website. I mean, where site? An urban type site, and all vermin here have +1 to all attacks. Let's take a good look at that. Yeah, I bet there's all kinds of vermin skittering around. But if you notice, this also has this symbol here. That's a portal. It lists it up here also. So a portal is when you combine a wilderness set like this with a dungeon set. The portal is the card that you have to go to, which allows you to enter the dungeon. So if you imagine you set up your wilderness map over here, your dungeon map over here. So the only way to get from here over to there is to go to this particular site in this set and use the portal to go over. Okay. So those are all the map cards. Now all that's left are the miscellaneous cards that come in the set. And as usual, it has 4. The first one being the Y deck, hero standees. So I went through all the heroes that came in this deck. These are their little standees. So you cut them out, you fold them over in half, and you can use them. Now, in my gameplay videos, I use miniatures from other games to represent the heroes because I don't like to cut up my cards. But anyway, this is the Y deck. So, starting at the beginning with the first set, it came with 2 decks. Those were the A and B decks. And then in the second set, again, it came with 2 decks. So those were C and D, and those were all dungeon sets. Now with the third set, that was the first wilderness set, and there was only 1 deck. So they started at the tail end of the alphabet and started with Z, and they're working their way backwards with wilderness sets. So with this being a wilderness set, the next was Y. So that is the card here, and this also has the hero green back. Okay, next we have the symbols card, a little cheat sheet. And we've got the 3 types of combat: melee, magic, speed. And your speed gives you number of movement points. This represents life. And then a circle indicates that a monster or that a card can use that kind of combat to fight with. A diamond means they can only use it for counterattack, And the little starburst means that this is the effect that happens when they are successful in combat. Then we've got the symbols and the terrain types on the cards, the entrance and the portal. Then the terrain types, we've got Arctic, desert, forest, mountains, plains, swamp, urban, and water. Now this one has a lot of urban, and then that one mountain, I think one forest, so there isn't a whole lot of variation in this one set. And over here we have what's on the other map cards, like you've got an open door, a wall, you've got a locked door, a trapped door, a pit. You know what? I don't think there were no pits in this set. This is the sewer that I was talking about. You've got hazards and spikes. You've got glory points that buy treasure and boon cards. You've got peril points that buy encounter and bane. Now on the back, you've got one of the glory and peril trackers. All right, and then there are two turn summary cards. And again, they've got the backings. So each of the three heroes, if you're playing a three-player game, I don't know if you can play three-player, but anyway, each hero comes with its own tracker. So let's just go take a look at this real quick. Turn summary. So on your turn, it just tells you all the phases, the 5 phases: reset, dungeon lord, build, hero. And then in the hero phase, it tells you what you can spend your movement points on. You can either move, explore, or attempt a quest. And finally, the discard draw phase. It shows all the combat steps and things you can do off or on your turn, such as all of those. And then I like to see on these turn summary cards what monsters featured on each of them. And in this case, we've got that guy there. All right, and there are 2 of those. Okay, and as I usually say, you take these 4 miscellaneous cards out of the 55 card deck, and you are actually only playing with 51 cards. But that's fine, whatever. So that does it for Dungeoneer, Den of the Wererats. Now I will say that I have the next expansion, the next set that came out, and with it goes back up to the 2-deck set, so we're going to have a lot of cards, and that'll be another 3-game set, so I can get through all 6 heroes. And just as a spoiler, or a tease, I'll just say it has something to do with dragons. So if you want to see that, stick to my channel. It should come out pretty soon. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see ya when I fight the dragons.